Okay, let's do this.
Amazing, amazing. Well,
Um,
good to have you on, man. Congratulations on on your win a little while ago now, but I mean, I watched the video you dropping him. That was so explosive.
oh man, I appreciate you, brother. I'm just trying to get this connected so the glare is not on you and stuff. Cause that's the sucky part about it. Okay, yeah. No, man, I appreciate it, brother. It's like a lot of people doubted me. A lot of people doubted me. And I had to let them know, like, look, y'all can criticize me, but the one thing I'm always gonna do that I'm good at is win a fight.
Well, I mean, you've been doing it for a long time, obviously. That's something I was going to ask later on, but I might as well start with it. Do you not, obviously, within the Misfits industry, right? A lot of the people that come in, they aren't fighters. Obviously, you've got the experience advantage. You've been fighting for such a long time with Bellator, obviously, and boxing anyway.
Right.
How does that feel being? I mean, a lot of people you fight, like for example, Tommy Fury and people like that, they have experience too. But how does it feel? The people in the same industry as you, some of them coming from absolute grassroots.
Well, coming into the MMA game, I was a wrestler. No striking, no confidence in my boxing ability. I was tough. I've been since the Tommy Fury 2021, we've gotten 3 years to train. Since then, I bust my ass off. I've gotten better. Look how fast Jake Paul's gotten better in 3 years. Just because he got better and I got better in 3 years. Anybody else could be getting better as well, but they don't test themselves. They don't challenge themselves. They like, oh, I'm an influencer. Look, Jake Paul, look how much better he's gotten in this short amount of time. Stop Poppy could have been training as hard. Can be training as hard. Give Slim. There's no excuse. Fighter or not. If Jake Paul's an influencer YouTuber beating up MMA legends, and I'm not even considered an MMA legend. No, nowhere near an MMA legend, not even in the Hall of Fame. But if he's over there beating up guys like Anderson Silva and Nate, it doesn't matter. These guys will kick your ass, your dad's ass right now at a bar or in the streets. It does not matter. These guys will still kick your ass in the fight in boxing. But if Jake Paul's beating their ass, there should be no excuse why y'all not training hard to kick my ass.
I mean,
Simple.
you called out Julius Caesar Chavez. I think that was the other day actually. Obviously, he's a
Yeah.
very good. He's a good boxer. So, like you said, there's no excuse. You're calling out very experienced opponents there. How
Right.
what made you want
I
to call
mean,
him?
I want to experience something great. I want greatness. That's my goal as a fighter. Hey, remember this. I want you to remember this right here. It's currency over legacy right now. That's what I want, Cameron. Currency over legacy. Because when all this said is done, yeah, Anthony was the greatest crossover boxer of ever all time, misses, but he was broke. He was broke. Guy broke, ended broke. Like, I want currency that's going to extend over legacy. When you look at when you look at um Joe Lewis, he died broke, hopeless, broke, sad. And I understand times are different, debt and all that stuff. But in this generation, currency over legacy, my brother. I want those big fights like Cedric Chavez Jr. I I want a big fight like Darren Till, Tommy Fury, KSI. Deserve it. I'll be busting my ass off. Not only do I fight, but I entertain. I put asses to seats. And when I'm done with all this, I want to be able to say, hey, I came in and I did that. Yeah, y'all started it, but I finished it.
Except a lot of people are honest about that. I think a lot of fighters they'll say they're all about legacy, this, that, the other, and then they'll decline the cheap contracts looking for the big ones. So it's good you're honest about it because obviously every you want money, you can't survive without money. That's how the world works.
Right. And like I'm good. Once I retire, I'm good. I got a wife who make good money. At the end of the day, I'm gonna keep fighting because I'm a fighter. Deep down, this is all I know is to fight.
Of course. I mean,
And fighting guys like Cesar Chavez Jr., yeah, it's a big step for me. Yes. But you can't make money unless you take risks.
it's you've already come a long way. Obviously, like you said, the Tommy Fury fight is, I think the first time I messaged you, that was ages ago now. A lot has happened since then. You were sparring Jake Paul. I'm not sure how you are with the Jake Paul team now. Obviously, you were sparring with Jake Paul back then.
Oh well, me and Jake Paul, we went our separate ways. We're friends on social media and stuff, and nothing wrong with that. Me and Jake, cool. You know, if we message each other, we'll reply. Totally fine with that. But fortunately, we went our separate ways. He's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing with Misfits. I'm happy with Misfits. I am grateful. I've been paid. I've gotten paid in Misfits more than anything I've ever did in my whole life. Like it's crazy how much my life changed with Misfits. And I'm one of the few out of millions of people who want a shot at Misfits. I'm one out of I'm one out of a couple million who wants that to be in Misfits so bad.
Misfits is a very controversial view, I think. I mean, some people find it weird how there's influencer fighters, like I said before, but now I'm thinking about it, like you're saying, it gives people fighters specifically the chance to get the money they deserve. Like you're saying, like Anderson Silva, he did that fight. He probably would fought for more money than in the UFC. Let's be real.
well, at this point, it's more being the Messiah. I'm like the Messiah to crossover boxing to MMA fighters. If you think about it, I'm one of the first and only MMA fighter to ever fight on Misfits. I'm one of the first MMA fighters to fight on Showtime Boxing with Tyron Willie as an MMA fighter. I make history. And if I can help change somebody else's life, I'm okay with that. And this is why I created Creator Fight League. Because when I say creator, a creator is creation of anything and everything. You can be whatever you want and create whatever you want. You're more welcome. I built that league so I can give someone the opportunity like I had a chance to go ahead and do
Well, with the making
that.
history, where do you see yourself going now? Because obviously you're only going up. That's what's happening right now.
I'm
So
only going up. As long as you keep winning, you can only go up.
exactly.
Bro, I think I'm gonna clear at least $1 million next year. That's the goal. That's the goal. My goal is to make $1 million next year, baby. That's the goal. And the goal is to stay the champ, get that KSI fight, get that Jake Paul fight, get that big money fight, be a pay-per-view star for Misfits. I need to lead Misfits into the light field. Yes, KSI is like the Gandalf of it all, but I'm the Frodo of Misfits. Yes, sir.
Well, obviously, the energy you have, the
Can you see
confidence you
me?
have. Yeah, your throat's restricted. It's okay. The confidence, and energy you have, right? You've always seemed to have that from what I've seen. Have you had that all your life? Has that always been a thing? Because obviously, when you fight, you have to have that confidence.
Man, it's always and listen, this stuff been consistent right here. You go if you go look at my Bellator days with James Gallagher and stuff and my amateur days before I became a pro, and you see those old interviews from 2014, 2015, it's still the same. Why? Because I kept a great attitude. I've always kept a great attitude about myself and the situation I was in. I knew I can only go forward and upwards. You can never go backwards. If you work hard, you can only go forward. Ain't no way you working hard and going backwards. That's just the mentality you're raised around. If you're, and I get it. If you're a hard worker, but you're surrounded by yes men and people who don't work hard, you're gonna stay where you're at. But if you keep working your ass off and you're surrounding yourself by successful people, you're only going to become successful yourself.
So, what about this? Is something I was going to ask you. Obviously, the Taylor we see on the camera is exciting, entertaining everyone. As sometimes the trash talk as well here and there. What
Yeah.
about off the cameras? When we come off the cameras, what is the Taylor like at home?
Oh,
How does
bro,
that?
if you talk to my wife would tell you this dude is crazy. He's always busting jokes, messing around. I'm like this in general. Eh, I'm like this at 5 in the morning till 8 p.m. and I shut down. Like, leave me alone. I'm done. My battery. I'm just I'm just happy to live life because I'm happy to be in the position where I'm in. It took me 35 years to get here, but it was well worth the wait because I was able to mature along the way. I was able to overcome some things that were difficult that came in my life. I was able to say, hey, I've been there and done that. Now this is how you go about it, my brother. So yeah, I matured along the way, but I am happy to be where I'm at because of the things I've done and the choices that I've made. And this is why I'm happy to be in a position to be fighting on Misfits, to be a world champion for Misfits. At the end of the day, I look at my Misfits world title as exactly as a world WBC, WBA, IBF title. I hold that I hold that Misfits title on the same standard as the WBC because at the end of the day, these pro boxers and these fighters want to fight on Misfits as well. So I hold that standard of a Misfits title as well.
Well, I mean, you're still fighting someone. That's the truth of it. You're not just
Correct.
grabbing someone off the street. You're still fighting people that have trained the same amount of time. I know you're in a rush, but there's one more thing I'd like to know, which is
Yeah.
out of all these fights, you've had so many. What is something memorable you've taken on from it? And also from these performances you're putting on, what is the message you're trying to send the fans that are watching it?
So the most memorable thing about fighting for Misfits is I get to meet these incredible people, fighters, employees, coaches, managers, fans. I'm able to motivate kids. I'm able to say, hey, this guy's doing it, he's 35. I have time to get better, improve, and learn. I don't need to be 20 or 16 or 5 years old to learn boxing. This guy's doing it, he's 35. He's been working hard. My message is to tell the fans, look, just because it's my time now doesn't mean your time has to be my time. Your time can be when you're 23. Your time can be when you're 27, 28, 29, 40 years old. Some people don't hit their first million until they're 55, brother. Some people don't first get their first billion until they're fucking 65. So my time might be different from your time. How old are you?
21.
21. Cameron, you might not be a millionaire till you're 24, but it takes me until I'm 40 before I become a millionaire. And this is why I tell people take your time, evolve, get better. Don't rush the growth. Because when you rush the growth, you miss the lesson. And that the lesson is learning and understanding how the growth becomes of what you become now.
No, that's true. I mean, even being a millionaire, it's a rare thing these days anyway. So I guess you're already breaking boundaries with that one as it is.
Right. Look at Fred. Fred talks fighting. When I met him, he was 18. He's 21 now. This kid took his time and he's becoming a household name when it comes to outlets. He's interviewing big names. He's doing this and doing that because he's taking his time. You're 21, you're starting off. You might be the biggest news outlet 4 years from now. But you got to put in that effort. You got to put in that time. You got to be putting out good content. You got to be having a great attitude. You got to be showing up to these events, talking to these people. Look at IFN on Instagram and on Twitter. At first, bro, they were just a small little news outlet. They were small, right? You remember, you know about IFN. Now they're getting themselves in. They're showing up at the events. They're becoming more credible. Now every time IFN posts on, we go look at it.
Mm.
Your time might be different from their time. You might blow up 6 months from now as the hottest thing out. So that's my message to the kids out there who want to see me fight, me, who watch me fight. My message is grow, learn from that growth. Because when you learn from that growth, you become a better man. You understand the situation you're in, and you're able to break it down and help others.
No, that's a great message, man. I know you're in a rush, so thank you for your time, but that's amazing.
I appreciate. Hey, man, we're gonna have to do another one, man. Let's do something in a few weeks, brother. Me and you will sit down and do a whole hour one.
We can go deeper into it. That sounds good. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll do that.
yeah, brother. I appreciate you, cameraman. Hey, much love, dog. Let's go out there and knock these fools out, man. I
Well, I've been
appreciate you.
supporting you. I've been supporting you way since the start. I remember the Jake Paul thing. I remember messaging you, and then I was sitting there with my girlfriend, and she was like, "You know what? You should send him another message now. He's much bigger now. You might as well try it." And I was like, "Yeah, and you know what? I'll try."
Hey, there you go, man. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and see. Do I follow you? If not, I'm gonna follow you right now, brother.
I'm not sure. Maybe, maybe not. We'll find
I,
out.
go ahead. If it is, I'll follow you. I appreciate you, Cameron. Thank you so much for
No.
having me on your show, brother. And I hope this blows up so you become a very successful person.
Well, I appreciate that a lot. I've been trying for a while, had a break, and I've came back. And having you as one of the first guests is one of the best things I could do. So
Hey, man, that's all that matters, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you.
you too.